This is Michael Copeland, Chief Psychologist at IMCS Group's Cope with Pain program. This presentation is to demonstrate how acute pain works, chronic pain works, and to do that I'm going to draw an analogy to a home alarm system. So first of all, we're going to talk about the alarm sensors in the system for a home alarm and then your body's alarm system for pain. A home alarm system has sensors around the doors and windows. Your pain system has sensors everywhere in your body. Let's talk a bit about the wiring. The home alarm system has a dedicated signal conduction system to send the signal to the home's alarm system control panel. The body has a nerve system for pain. These are called C fibers. That is distinct from the nerve system for other motor functions. These are the up pain signals. Now we're going to move to the control panel. The home alarm system has a central control panel to receive all signals and process them, and if they meet certain programmed conditions, send the alarm to the manned 24-hour central monitoring station for a higher level review, analysis of the threat, and at the same time send signals back down to the alarms, like to stay on or turn off. For the body, the pain system uses the primal brain as the central control panel. The primal brain is the source of the fight, flight, freeze response that is our survival response that keeps us alive. In the good brain, bad brain, up pain, down pain analogy given elsewhere on this website, this survival response is the good brain. The primal brain sounds the alarm and sends the fight, flight, freeze response out to the body areas that need to respond. Be ready to fight, flight, or freeze. This is down pain. The primal brain also sends the alarm signal to the brain's higher level central monitoring system for a higher level review and analysis of the threat. This higher level central monitoring system has two parts. First, the threat is monitored by the emotional brain, the limbic system, then goes to the thinking brain, the prefrontal cortex. This is still good brain. Next, we'll move to what we call the central monitoring station and response system of the alarm analogy. The home alarm central monitoring station is where the threat is analyzed. These are higher level reviews. First, the alarm is analyzed by the stored past history and compared to previous threats. Real versus false alarms. If there have been multiple false alarms from a particular sensor in the past, the learning system of the central monitoring analyzes an informed decision to call the homeowner for further investigation instead of immediately calling the police. The threat is then passed to the person managing the central monitoring system with a threat level score that they can consider when they think about what is the most appropriate action to take, such as remotely turn off the alarm as the threat level is likely a false alarm, or call the homeowner for further investigation, call their own level 1 response team to investigate, call the police, call the fire department, call EMS. A lot of decisions that is made by that alarm system. The brain system for first analyzing a threat against past threats in the pain system is processed in the emotional brain, where memories are stored and coded as to how threatening they were. The emotional brain codes past threats based on if they were threatening in childhood, when these survival memories, when they were first formed and built over a lifetime of experience. So then it is passed to the thinking brain with a threat level code. The brain's system of next analyzing a current threat and developing an action plan is in the thinking brain. This is the highest brain function that can fully analyze the response to take. For example, if the alarm system pain signal was from a hand holding a very hot pot, and the primal self-preservation brain told the burning hand to let go of the pot, but the thinking brain possessed more information and detected that the hand was holding the hot pot for a few more seconds to avoid that hot pot falling on a child, then the thinking brain overrides the primal brain for higher level purpose. This is still good brain and down pain. Now we're going to talk about false alarms and chronic pain. First-generation home alarm systems in the past were notorious for false alarms. As you've seen in this analogy, most false alarms can now be overridden by the analysis in the central monitoring system through learning, further investigation, and analysis. In the past, police were called so frequently for false alarms they started ignoring some calls and also fining homeowners for false alarms. The primal brain and emotional brain are like first-generation older alarm systems. The primal brain sends out an alarm without any analysis if the threat is real or perceived. The emotional brain can miscode the threat level, as it is usually using old data from childhood when threats were much more challenging. Unfortunately, in chronic pain, that's just like constant false alarms. The responses that made sense for acute pain don't make sense for chronic pain. Whether the pain site has fully healed or is an ongoing medical problem of pain. In chronic pain, the primal brain is taken over and keeps sending the fight, flight, freeze signal as down pain, regardless of the threat level, regardless of a higher level response that might be planned. The body's response system starts to turn against the constant alarms and gets pain fatigued. The immune system turns against itself. Instead of being anti-inflammatory, it becomes pro-inflammatory. Just like the fines police invoked for false alarms, the emotional brain takes over and does not involve the thinking brain very much. Thank you for listening to this presentation today, and go on to other presentations to learn more about chronic pain and how we can help you cope with that pain.